Good morning, students. So let's continue with our first chapter. Next we have uses of accounting information. So whoever is related to our business needs to know the information of our accounting. So there can be two users. Those are internal users as well as external users. Internal users are those who are internally connected with the business. Say for example, we may have the management of the business, we may have employees of business, owners of the business. And external users are those who are the outsiders to the business. Say for example, we may have external users, bankers. It is very important for the bankers to know the information on accounting because, as already mentioned, if we need a loan from a bank, they need to know the financial position of the business. Then we have the investors. If anybody wants to invest in our business, it is very important for them to know the accounting information. Then let's go on to the advantages of accounting. Whatever we have studied in accounting till now, what are the advantages and why is it helpful for our business? So the first thing is helps in management of business. So accounting helps in the management of business. It helps us in planning the future activities as where we need to invest our funds and how we need to go on with our business. Then we have provides complete and systematic records. Accounting gives us the complete and systematic records of information because we record day-to-day transaction in a very systematic manner. Then we have enables comparative study. Say for example, in 2018, I had a net profit of 5 lakh and in 2019, I had a net profit of 7 lakh. So accounting helps us to compare the information or the profits of both the years and also helps us to plan the future activities. Then evidence in legal matters. If our business has maintained books of account in a very systematic manner, it will help us to resolve any legal matters if there is in our business. Say for example, there is a conflict between our business with another business and the matter needs to be resolved legally. So the accounting information acts as an evidence in case of legal matters. Then helpful in raising loans. As I have already explained, if our business needs particular loan, the banker needs to know all the financial position and accounting information of our business. Next it is facilitates sale of business. Say for example, I need to sell my business to a third person. This accounting information will help the person who is purchasing my business know what is the income, expense, profit or loss over the past few years if I have maintained a proper books of accounts. If I wish to purchase a business of somebody else, say example I want to purchase a sweet shop, I would be knowing how much profit or loss that shop has made over the years and then it would be easy for me to decide whether I need to purchase this business. Next we have limitations of accounting. हमारे में भी कुछ अच्छाई होती है और कुछ बुराई होती है. वैसे ही in case of accounting we have few limitations as well. The first one is influenced by personal judgment. I have already explained that accounting is art as well as science. There cannot be any mistakes in case of science because it is according to a certain set of principles. But in case of art, it is how we assume it. So in case of accounting, we have certain assumptions which will be made. Let me give you an example for this. Say for example, I have purchased a car for rupees 10 lakh. I assume that this car will go on for 10 years. So the per year value becomes 1 lakh rupees. So in my books of account I will mention 1 lakh rupees. But somebody else assumes that the car of 10 lakh will only go for 5 years. So the per month value for that person becomes 2 lakh rupees. So there is a difference in assumption because of which it is a limitation of accounting because it is influenced by personal judgment from one person to another. Next, it is incomplete information. Accounting does not give us a complete information of profit and loss. We calculate the profit or loss from one year to another. In the first year, definitely we will have more of profit. Why is it so? Because anything when it is newly opened, we wish to try or go there. So automatically the profits will be more. But the actual profit or loss can be only found out when the business is about to close down. So accounting does not give us the complete information. Next we have omission of qualitative information. So there are two types of information which is there in accounting, qualitative as well as quantitative. Accounting provides us quantitative information, that is numerical information, perfectly, but it does not give us the qualitative information. Say for example, there is a conflict between a owner and the employee, and because of which the employee is not coming to the work. मिठाई की दुकान है, उसका जो कारीगर है मिठाई बनाने वाला वो नहीं आ रहा है दुकान, तो इससे क्या होगा, मिठाइयाँ अच्छी नहीं बन रही और मिठाइयाँ बनी नहीं रही है. But this information is not written in the books of account. So obviously there is omission of qualitative information because of which there has been an effect in our accounting. The last point is affected by window dressing. This point is very important. What do we mean by window dressing? Window dressing is nothing but manipulation. There will be manipulation in the books of account. Say for example, I want to take a loan for my business, but the last year's profit was only rupees 1 lakh. But according to the terms and conditions of the bank, the minimum profit should be rupees 2 lakh. In this case, what do? I increase my sales, because of which my profit will increase, and I take the loan from the bank. This is how manipulation is done in case of accounting. We would be studying it as and when we move forward on how manipulation is done in our books of accounts. So the last two topics of this chapter is remaining. That is very, very important on the point of view of exam. 100% a question on this would be asked in your exam. So the first topic is bookkeeping versus accounting, or say difference between bookkeeping and accounting. So what's the first point? Meaning. So what is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is nothing but an art of recording the financial transaction in the books of account. So bookkeeping, I have written it BK, but you would be writing the full form, that is bookkeeping, is an art of recording the financial transaction in the books of account. What is accounting? We have already known the meaning. It is defined as CSAR. What is CSAR? Collecting, summarizing, analyzing and reporting of business information in monetary terms. Next, style. Bookkeeping is the primary stage. First we record all the transaction, and after that we will do the accounting of the transaction. So bookkeeping is primary, whereas accounting is secondary. Next, the third thing, objective. The objective of bookkeeping is to keep a systematic record of transaction, whereas the objective of accounting is to ascertain the net profit or financial position of the business. Then we have reporting. Reporting means who does the work of bookkeeping or accounting. In case of bookkeeping, any junior staff can handle the bookkeeping, but in case of accounting, we need a senior staff to take care of the accounts. Last, we have the knowledge level. In case of bookkeeping, limited knowledge is required to record the transaction, whereas in case of accounting, higher level of knowledge is required. So this is the difference between bookkeeping and accounting. Our last topic is qualitative characteristics of accounting. It's a very big word, but in simple words I can tell you qualities. So what are the qualities which are needed for accounting? The first one is reliability. The information which has been given should be very reliable. As I have already explained, window dressing or manipulation should not be done in the data which has been given. Second is relevance. That is the importance. So we have two users. Turn your page and see who are the two users, internal and external. So the information which is given to the internal as well as external user should be relevant and कुछ भी फालतू information नहीं देनी है. The third one is understandability. The information which has to be given should be understandable to the third person or the third party. The information should not be very complex that the other person cannot understand it. And the last one is comparability. What is comparability? To compare the data of accounts, we will be requiring information of at least 2 years. Say our financial year is 2020-21. So we will require information of 2018, 2019 so that we can easily compare the information. So these are the qualities of or characteristics of accounting. So we are done with the first chapter. The first few chapters are the basic theory chapters so that you all understand the concepts of accounting very clearly. Tomorrow onwards we shall be doing the next chapter, that is the basic terms of accounting. That's all for today. Thank you.